We're back in the game, mate. How you doing? Full time?
I'm good. Oh, go on.
3-2. Not the start he was looking for, mate. Not the start a lot of us I don't think was expecting either.
No. There weren't no energy, was there? There was no energy. I think the midfield didn't get out of our own half. They didn't, when we, especially the first half, Matt Smith won it up on his own, the midfield were too far away from the strikers. The energy levels went down. I mean, I'm not on here to criticise because we've just come back tonight, but it was a lacklustre performance. No energy from the midfield. The midfield weren't getting forward enough, and we was laying back. It was like, I don't know if Joe's just said it, but it was looking like Neil Harris was in charge again, and where we was letting them have all the possession. I think at one stage they had 70-odd% possession in the first half, right? And we was doing nothing. We just letting them play the ball back. Well, when we got the ball, we done nothing with it. Done absolutely nothing with it. And like I say, the midfield was stuck in our own half. And there was about 20, 30 yards away from Matt Smith at the time.
And shipping long balls up, and then he was getting it, bringing it down. There was fucking no one within 30 yards.
Because when they knocked the ball up to Matt, right, there was no one here for the knockdown apart from Leonard. I thought, what's Leonard doing up there? I know he's played that formation with Leonard. Two players I definitely didn't want in the team was I didn't want Ferguson and Leonard. They're the two new added to the team after the Nottingham Forest game, but it was lethargic, and you can't turn around and say, we just come back and this, because it's the same, it's a level playing field for everyone.
True.
It's a level playing field for everyone. And we let them have too much possession. And I think if the crowd were there today, definitely they would have given the Mill players a kick up the backside and say, get yourselves moving, because there was too many tired performances out there. And yes, I don't know what was going. It was looking like at one stage the Neil Harris was back, and then it would come near the end. We had the 5 substitutions. It reminded me of Ian Holloway. Just
stick them on up front.
Everyone forward, everyone forward. And
that was a weird one. Pete. That was a weird one with the substitutions. Sorry to cut you off, because obviously you can make more substitutions. I'm not actually sure how many it is. I think it might be 7 or 5 of 9. But he made so many that it flattened the game even more. By making so many, I think he made 5. I think Williams came on, Scalap came on, Mahoney came on, Bradshaw and John Daly Bavardson. I think it was too many subs. I don't know if it was happening, but I think it's too many subs. It's nearly half the team. Well, it is half the outfield players got changed.
But you just got to look all around the pitch today. What was the defeat? Our defeat is normally our rock, yeah? But they let that guy, the one who got the hat-trick, dribble along our box, not once, but twice. And then he ends up with an hat-trick. I mean, who was watching him? Who was actually watching him? And again, I think today, we was at home, but we played like the away team, didn't we?
Yeah.
We actually played like the away team, if there could be an away team in that situation. But it was so lethargic, it was untrue. That's the worst performance under Gary Rowett I've seen, basically. Disappointing. Of course, it's major disappointment. I thought we could, especially, this is all kicked in, shut us down for 3 months, and it's whatever. By that time we won at Forest, we would have beaten them if we played them on that Saturday, without a shadow of doubt. And I think the rest has not done us any good at all.
No.
Yeah. The players look like it's the end of the season, and they was knackered. I mean, I like Ryan Woods.
They look fucked, like they look proper fucked.
They look proper knackered. It's like they was unfit. I don't know if they've been doing their fitness when there was no running off the ball. Like I say, the midfield was too far away. They was not involved in the game. They was not involved in the game whatsoever. And then that's why Derby had to run up the whole game. Run it. I mean, Jesus Christ. Rooney, we made him look like a superstar out there at times. Apart from Matt Smith, done him with the old ball through the legs. That was brilliant. But no, too many disappointing performances for me today. Dave, too many.
What do we do now? What do we do now? What does he do? What would you do if he was right now? What would you do next Saturday, Barnsley?
After looking at that, I just don't know, to be fair. Well, if I was going to pick man of the match today, if I could pick one, it'd probably be Marlon, I think. Marlon probably tried the best, yeah. Well, we didn't exploit them. On that right-hand side, it was getting when Marlon got down there, we didn't exploit all their weaknesses. They weren't too in defence either, was they? Next
Do you know
week,
why that was, didn't you? I think. Because Jed was extra specially awful today.
yes, again, yeah.
Marlon was making the runs. Marlon was getting beyond him, but Jed just wrong decisions, miss hitting the ball. Just one of them very, very off days for Jed. But listen, he weren't the only one. He weren't the reason we lost the game.
I think we lost the game because we didn't have enough energy. There weren't that normal Millwall energy in the performance today. There was no one running, no one. I mean, at one stage there was a ball that come down the line where Malumbi ran for it, and I'll tell you now, he stopped. But if the crowd was there, he would have gone for that challenge and took the guy out and got sent off. Yeah, but he stopped. Yeah, because he likes to impress the crowd, don't they? You know, definitely 100% not having the crowd there affected the result today. That is without a shadow of a doubt, because we wouldn't have let Arsenal fans get away with what they were doing today, not getting involved, not putting in the challenges, not running into spaces. At one stage, the ball goes over to the right, Marlon's there, Jed's in the middle of the pitch, winding out on the outside, screaming for someone to knock it to him outside. There was just too many players getting out of position and that. The Ryan Leonard thing with Matt Smith, no, it should have been Bradshaw, shouldn't it? Bradshaw should have been up there with Matt Smith. He's the striker. Bradshaw's a midfielder, and he's playing like a striker. Bradshaw's a striker, but Leonard was playing like a striker today, wasn't he? He was playing off of Matt Smith.
I thought Leonard done as well as he could do, but he's got no pace. What you need, if you're going to play in that 10, is pace to get involved with the actual main striker and an ability to set up and score goals. And I don't think Leonard's got any of that. Although he tried hard, and I thought he'd done all right. But
well, to be honest, yeah, I think he done all right. It's obviously going to take a lot of stick because he missed that chance. You know what I mean? Why the hell didn't it with his left foot? I don't know. He tried to tackle it with his right, didn't he, or vice versa? I can't take nothing out of that today, Dan. Getting back to next week, back to basics, maybe get him a bit more fitter, because, like you say, Jed, too many players had an off day. It's all right for one or two to have an off day, but I think like the whole team had an off day today. Cooper, Jed, Ryan Woods and Malumbi. Woods normally can run a game for you, can't he? To me, he hardly got a touch today.
He just wanted to knock Hollywood 60-yard balls. That's all he wanted. I mean, he's got a great passing range, but he was so deep taking balls off the back. He was literally standing to the centre halves with Malumbi.
Yeah, exactly. He was that far back at one stage. And at one stage, he got the ball up there. The ball was knocked down. And I think our midfield was halfway up near our halfway line. I thought, what do we do? Was we showing them too much respect? Why would we show a team like Derby respect? They're below us, for Christ's sake. Yeah? We just laid off of them. We didn't go into them. And whether that's a crowd thing, I don't know. Well, you know what to do? When we get, who is it next week?
Barnsley away.
Barnsley. We'll see now what happens next week. See, I think it made a big difference in the league, didn't it? Regards home and away teams in the Bundesliga, where a lot of the away teams are winning games and things like that.
Well, the three early kickoffs today in our league, all three, Brentford have won away at Fulham, Swansea have won away at Middlesbrough, and Derby have won away, obviously, at us.
I think that's going to be the key. You know, I think there's going to obviously be a lot more away wins now. Yeah, a lot more away wins, I think, and I think we'll go to Barnsley next week. We'll see a different team, because no doubt he'll like give him a kick up the backside. Yeah. And say, like, he's not accepting that performance, because it was shocking. To me, well, there's no excuse for that. It was shocking. You know, I feel like I want to do a Roy Keane, what he done Man United last night, flagging up two players. But I can't. You know, I'm not a Roy Keane. But, no, the performance was shocking. Players weren't at the races. I don't know what Rowett was doing, like I say, playing Leonard off of... He must be doing something in training, Leonard, to play him up front today.
Apparently he's been doing very well in training. I've heard that, yeah. There you go, mate. On to next week, and mate, still without home win now since January. I know there was a gap, but our last win at home was against Reading in January. So our home form just continues to be a problem for us. Yeah, as far as I can remember, I think I'm right. Your face.
I didn't realise that. To be fair, I think you better double check that, Dan. I'm not sure about that. I'm sure.
Don't worry. I don't like to be wrong. I'll cut out the video.
Could be. It could be. It could well be. But
Good to have you back anyway.
Yeah, nice to be back, Dan. And nice to, even though it was disappointing not to be at the ground, it's nice to actually, we sat there with the boys again, had a couple of beers, watched the game, crap game. Let's just strike that one off. Let's give that one to the Corona 19 thing, accept it. And let's hopefully next week we can just get on with it as normal. Yeah? And that's a lot gone. Yeah? All right.
One of many days on a Saturday where football's fucking ruined the weekend.
You know, Dan, I'm so looking forward for the win. It's like I know the Chinese for 3.5 months. So, I know the Chinese when we win. So, again, for a long time, I've got another couple of weeks. Got to wait for that.
They've probably gone out of business, mate, with no orders off you for 8 omaras on a Saturday night.
Exactly, mate. Exactly. But, like I say, good to be back. Nice to see you. And, let's just crack on from here. You know what I mean? I take it you're not going Barnsley next week.
Well, they still won't reimburse me for my ticket, so I might. No, I'll be watching it from the comfort of the front room, mate. Unfortunately, but I wish I was there, but it's not to be, mate. Definitely not this season. The fans ain't allowed in, and I don't think the players really turned up today either.
No, so I think it was a blessing in disguise we didn't turn up to see that performance, but sitting indoors and watching it was painful, to be honest. It was painful. Painful to watch. Nothing created. First half, I don't think second half, apart from the goal, that we had any shots on goal second half. First half was Leonard and obviously Matt Smith's goal. Apart from that, we offered absolutely nothing, Dan. Absolutely nothing. I think it's going to be the old assistant manager effect that he was the one that was
true.
Weird
timing.
I don't know if Joe said to you, I don't see the point why he went, because the Scottish season is over. So why couldn't he wait till the end of the season to go?
I think I did that. I put that out on social media in one of my posts, but apparently they're back in training on Monday for Scottish League pre-season. Because obviously, well, next, the 2020-21 season for us, next season, it starts in September. There's not going to be much of a break. And the playoffs is end of July. So it's only going to be August off. And then our new season, there's not going to be like 12 weeks off. Our new season starts in September. So the Scottish players apparently go back Monday, and that's why. But yeah, it ain't good, mate, is it? And what that will cause is, if we start losing games, now exactly what you've just said, people will start pointing to that. Well, that's because it gives people ammo, doesn't it? Well, that's because the assistant manager fucks off. That's why that's happened.
Yeah.
It gives people ammo. A bit of a shambolic situation, to be honest. But there you go. It is what it is, mate. It's on to Barnsley next Saturday.
Well, the next one, mate, as I say, the old pun go on to the next one, and but I think we'll recover. I'm sure we will recover from that. It's just getting that momentum back. That bloody Forest game, if I listened to that, I'll tell you, mate, we'd have been smashing into them playoffs by now. If that didn't, we'd have probably been there. We'd have been in the playoffs, 100%. But listen, I'm not giving up, so it's just cross our fingers and carry on.
Well done, mate.
Right, mate.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, mate. I've got Kieran over here. You want to speak to him?